We are live.
Eva, I'm just throwing you up in the top because, like, you're DM. Did you really move on me? You did move. You moved totally. Remove. Add source.
Ooh.
Huh. They changed the way that this works. I don't even have to do that anymore. Interesting.
Nice.
But you is just
On the road again. Do road again. Ba-da-ba-boom-boom. What'd you go buy, Jerry?
Huh?
What'd you go buy to drink?
Just some Asahi, some beer, and this, and
Red Bull.
I was Jackbox last week.
Yo, Dragoon, how come you look like you're gonna play some tennis in the 1970s?
That's exactly what
yeah. What's up with the headband?
I
my
thought
hair.
he was gonna get hurt, guys. He's just being gritty.
It's for his luscious locks of hair to stay out of his face.
I suggested a haircut.
Blasphemy.
Oh no, I can't wear this shirt.
Blasphemy
No!
This is quick. Oh my god, Alex, you stupid. You stupid. I can't even believe it. What? You didn't realize it went
You
green?
stupid.
Oh, that's fucking
Usually
amazing.
this kind
I
of
love
green
it.
doesn't have this problem.
I love it.
I'm just a floating head.
Yeah, you are one giant head normally.
Put on a hoodie.
Lower head.
The head has spoken. Ooh.
Just put another thing. Just put another thing over it, man. You don't have to change.
He's gonna go change. He has a greener shirt that he can wear.
Wait, I was kicked out?
Kicked out of what?
The game.
Interesting.
Or did somebody hit back button?
How do we hit back?
Maybe Smudge did.
That's who I'm implying.
Ah.
And alright, so Words is not showing his camera and Darth isn't here yet. So
Nice.
alright. Well, this is what we're working with.
Look, y'all can't get mad at me for giving Ulan an axe when his original photo had 2 daggers, alright?
No one's mad at you.
You mean Darth?
No. Ulan.
Ulan has a club.
You weren't listening to what I said.
How do I get the little 16-bit into here to control?
Viva's working on all that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen today. All right, you guys ready to start?
Yes, sir.
All right, so welcome back to M&A&D&D episode 23. Last week, the group made it to Tribor, city of Tribor, a rural western podunk town, definitely not full of mobsters, as we learned.
Crime lords.
Crime lord monsters, Russian.
And a botch attempt at trying to negotiate.
Yeah. After exploring the town, we'll call it, last we heard they made it to the wagon. And they saw people loading up, including a very ominous guard of. We knew who it was, right?
Yeah, we discovered it.
Okay, so at the travels, we noticed that one of the many wagons on this caravan belongs to the Cult of the Dragon, who seems to be carrying around a high player. As you guys make your way into the square, Ulan and Rainier point you guys to a large wagon covered. It's not covered, but it has several boxes, several large crates. Two large crates, the length of the wagon. In the front of the wagon, there seats two people, and with the help of the Harpers, I believe, you're provided 4 more horses. From here on, we're gonna get a little bit of marching orders on how we're gonna like arrange this particular.
I think it was me and Balin in the front. The two big boys were on the cart, yeah, and then that left Wurs and Rainer as the other two horse riders, sort of flanking our cart.
Okay, so there was 2 riding in the wagon.
Yeah, the Bang Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Four riding. So basically, 2 driving it and 2 riding in it.
No, 2 riding in it.
Yes,
and
he was
there's
correct.
4. I thought there were 4 additional horses that were riding.
There are 4 additional horses. They are individual horses, and each person's on a singular horse for that one. There are 2 people riding the cart.
And then he said 2 other people riding in it. We don't have 8 people.
I'm just whispering to the horses.
We have 2 drivers on the cart. We have 2 people riding with the cart on separate horses. We have 2 people, and then me and Valen are kind of pushed up further ahead in front of what we believe to be the Dragon Cultist cart. And they're like a cart behind the Dragon Cultist cart.
Okay. So the Dragon Cultist.
Here, I'll draw it out on the map.
Yeah, in order to they kind of pull back behind. There are, of the 15 carts, of the 15 wagons, they are the 13th, which makes you guys the 12th.
Okay. And then we have and
So as you guys start loading up your materials, can we get an investigation check?
all right. Did you see what I drew on the map? So wherever we are in the caravan, the Dragon Cult is the. Oh, I put Q for cult.
Wow, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to deal with.
Wow.
Well, that's Dragon Seed, Dragon Cult. Yeah, so that one's the that's them, and then there's a caravan. There's another one between us, and then this is us, and then Rainer and Wurs, and then me and Valen are like kind of like riding up along the side of like random cart up here. So that's the order, and if we're just going just for drawing purposes, going this way. Everyone in agreement on that? Other than my spelling?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Rolling investigation.
That's all right. I already took one of them.
All right.
So, yeah. Okay,
It's fine.
so you guys are sitting at the rear of this thing, is what you're saying. Because they're 13, 14, and you're 15. Gotcha. Okay, so as you guys begin to load up your material, Rainier provides you with just a little bit of information.
Guys, these crates are mostly half full of supplies and just crap to make them really heavy. It's
The
not much
idea,
there.
the idea is that you guys, unlike everybody else, you're not really hauling material. But in order to keep up the appearance that you guys are on this caravan to distribute or to move goods, you guys, Rainier and Ulan, have kind of set up this wagon in order to make it look like you guys have something. So, yeah. In front of you guys, more and more passengers start arriving. There's kind of a variety, some rough and tumble types. There also is like a small mix of people who you wouldn't expect to be on this caravan. As I think the assumption is that this is like a port for trade, and what we're seeing is some blue collar workers, some handymen and stuff. But there are some people in like kind of extravagant for this scenario gear. One of them stands out quite a bit to you. He's taller than he's above average height, but the kind of cowl that he wears makes him look even taller. He's adorned in kind of lavish clothes that like that just kind of drapes off his body, full of like scarves and less like a clothing you'd expect and more kind of like a robe. It has this like kind of nice gilded patchwork and stuff to it. You kind of see like a symbol of like a sun across his chest, and he piles into one of the front carts, followed by like kind of a small, very kind of like meek and skittish looking person. I mean, he's humanoid, but you can't tell exactly what is it because he's covered and he's hunched over and he's got this thing draped above his face.
Let's go.
Another man of interest that you see is piled onto a wagon in front of you, and he's pulling what seems to be like large barrels of like 15, 16 large barrels all stacked in the back of a wagon. He's got this like peppered gray hair and this just like really patchy beard. His clothes are tattered, kind of like a corduroy pants, and like a torn at the sleeves button-up shirt. What catches your eyes is that on his shoulder rides this red squirrel with kind of like this little like poofy hawk at the top of his hair, and like this was like big bushy tail, and he's able to like communicate with the squirrel, and it darts quickly. He whispers like into his shoulder, and he whispers into the squirrel's ear, and then the squirrel hops off his shoulder and then dives into these barrels and disappears for a second, and then he pops back up with something in his hand and hands it off to this man. You see quite a bit of guards in this caravan. You see some of like the more I would say like more specced out guards, like guards with more elaborate armor, surrounding those people that you had seen that were dressed more lavishly. Those people you get the sense are VIPs, people of importance, and since this is a merchant caravan, part of you like you know that some of these merchants they all group up in order to get these goods together. Your safety is in number, and so every few like once a month or every few months a large caravan is put together by the merchants from Tribor or from surrounding towns, and they group up so that they can have these large safety in numbers caravans to travel through the wilderness to get it from one town to the next. So some of the merchants came to Tribor, some of the merchants are leaving Tribor, and they are accompanied by their own guards. If there's anything you guys want to do in the meantime before this thing takes off, go ahead.
There's the guy with the barrels and the red squirrel. Are there like mugs and stuff like hanging from his cart? Does it look like alcohol barrels or like?
You'll probably want to go closer and then get in like do a little bit of a investigation check.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Actually,
you're on this cart. You can't get closer.
Are we? We're still.
Well, we're not moving yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still in the yard. Everybody's coming into the yard, getting their stuff ready, and then they're gonna start rolling out.
All right. I want to. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to go talk to the guy actually with the red squirrel. I want to go say hello to him.
And
I like his squirrel.
Raylan?
Can I just talk to the animal and try to communicate with the squirrel and figure out what his owner is about?
So both of you are gonna go over to this guy.
Yeah, because I want to talk to squirrel.
Yeah, you guys can head up. Is anybody else gonna?
Do we know, based on your description, which the two closest carts to us or around the dragon cult? Do we know who owns these two? I know you described a bunch of people, but I didn't know if we assigned them to particular people.
Okay, one more time.
So I want to know. So we know the order that we're going to be in. We know that the dragon cult one, assumingly, is going to be in position 13. So I want to know what's going to be in cart 14, and I want to know cart 12, and I also want to know what their character.
12 is the peppered-haired man with the squirrel, and you're gonna have to do an investigation check yourself in order to figure out. Oh, thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. You're gonna have to do a bit of an investigation check to look at cart 14.
Okay, let me write that down. World 12. Okay, and then I'll do an investigation check on 14.
All right, so let's. So Rainer and Darfarius stay behind to load up.
Yep.
Your guys' wagon, and we're in. Where's Worthington? Were you going with them?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so Worthington, Ulan, and Valen are going up past 14 in the Dragon Cult. DW, as you come across this wagon, this one happens to be kind of a low bed, and in it, you see that it's covered in like a tarp. The front of riding it is a human female, and she's kind of like a little bit brooding. Her eyes kind of are set like on the road. She's ready to go. She's kind of like patting the back end of her horses that are going to pull the wagon, and kind of whispering to them.
So I can't see like what the goods are right now.
No,
okay.
you would have to get her. You would have to get to know her a little bit better.
Okay, and
You didn't get her to turn around.
No, that's fine. And then, and she's traveling alone.
Yeah. Right now she's alone.
Okay.
Ulan, Valen, and Worthington. You guys pass as you guys pass the Dragon Cult. You get this. It's unlike your setup, and it's unlike the setup of this low bed wagon that had the cover on it with just one person. This one is a very elaborate wagon, and like they had taken that cart that they were carrying on their shoulders and they set it on top of the bed, and then they're flanked by like 4 horses down the left side and 4 horses down the right side, and then they have several cultists standing at the back right, the back left, the front right, the front left, and then 2 driving the and then 2 stationed to drive the carriage. They seem to be surrounding this thing, looking forward, sometimes with some of them with their heads like bowed in prayer. As
can we hear them praying anything as we're, I guess,
it's just bumbling under their breath. You don't like, it doesn't sound like
give a religion check.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's get a religion check.
What's your religion at, Wurs and Terry? Just do one. Mine's at 0.
Actually, I'm thinking about using comprehend languages.
Our religion's at 2.
Yeah.
Let me check my religion.
Losing my religion.
Mine's 0, so.
My religion is 4.
Ulan, your religion is the Lorax. You are a man of the trees.
Okay.
I'm just interested in the scroll right now, so.
Should I guess I'll use it.
Jesus Christ.
Reveal your Dragon Cult secret to me, you cultists.
Down.
You actually just yelled at it.
as
3 weeks ago, he goes and jumps out a fucking window. Now he walks up to the Dragon Cult. Hey, bitch, tell me what the fuck's going on with your Dragon Cult.
he hears them kind of like doing this. Some of them doing like a soft chant, and he hears like repeatedly like, rise, show us your strength. Rise, let us be your strength. Rise.
Damn.
And I mean that's all you can kind of garner for something you really hadn't come across before.
Is it possible to gain more knowledge about which dragon they are worshipping after? Because even the cult of the dragon, the cultists will have their preferred dragons to worship after, right? I'd assume so.
That will be something you'll have to work on.
Okay.
So if you want to have a conversation, I guess.
What, use it?
Talk about the dragon cultist is what he's saying.
You don't want to talk to
But
the
also,
right.
you were going to be on this
We're gonna be
road
on a
with
trip.
them for.
We're going to talk to the scroll guy.
Wine and dine them.
Actually, yeah. Let DM. Let me think about what I need to talk to what I want to talk to the cultists about. Can you let other people to proceed with their action first?
Okay,
Eric,
so
we don't have to do it today.
so Worthington and Ulan, this giant Goliath, like move on. But Valen kind of like stops in his track when he hears the chanting. Decides to like kind of very slightly step back.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Like to stand next to them and ponder?
Yeah, I'm sitting next to them and try to figure out how can I pry some information out of them.
Okay. Let me get a
He's
stealth
gonna
check.
reverse Mormon them.
Let me just get a stealth check.
No, why do I need stealth check? I'm just standing right next to the caravan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm just sitting there.
So you may want to nonchalantly stand there, like tie your shoe or.
Oh, okay, got it.
You can't you're just gonna stand there and stare at them, or you're gonna be
I'll do a stealth check if that's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Valen kind of like, so what he does is he like turns to the sky and starts, and then pulls out a book and then like kind of caresses his fingers across the thing and looks like a very normal human being. Totally no one's noticing. The other two go head on without you. You are as unnoticed as anybody else in this area.
So, Viva, can you check your message on Discord?
Yeah. Also, if you do /W and then DM, you should be able to message me in game.
Got it.
DM or GM, I'm not sure which one it is, but one of the two.
Both are in there.
Both work? Okay, cool.
Both are in there. It just depends on which one Viva is actively looking at during the time.
I mean,
yeah. Okay. So either way, all right. Sounds good. I got your message. And then Ulan and Worthington, you guys are gonna go ahead and push forward.
All right. Go walk up to the guy. Excuse me, sir. That is quite the remarkable creature you have on your shoulder. What type of species is it?
Yeah, it's a fucking squirrel. What are you, fucking daft?
Beautiful.
being deaf doesn't mean
Really?
Daft, Alex, not deaf.
Daft. Are you fucking hard of hearing too? What is you?
I'm not there. I heard deaf.
A squirrel. You never been in the woods? You never seen no goddamn squirrels?
Squirrels?
This one looks quite peculiar. It's red.
The fucking squirrel.
It's huge. How many big squirrels do you run across?
Dude, it's the fucking size of a squirrel. What is this? Goddamn.
It's like as big as your head.
Caravans with these fucking weirdos. Every goddamn time, I swear to God.
We're on a caravan with Howard the Duck?
What is it that you? What is it? Can I help you with something?
Well, since you can't tell me much about the squirrel.
It's a fucking squirrel. What do you want to know? You want his life story? Yeah,
Yes.
So his mom was an artist, came from fucking up north, right? And then she fucking painted a picture, and well, that picture got famous. So then all of a sudden they were famous. They don't know how to deal with it. There's fucking squirrels, right? So all of a sudden the paparazzi, you don't know what paparazzi is, right? Because you fucking dumb as shit. I can tell that already. So anyways, all of a sudden everybody's hounding these goddamn squirrels. So they came down south to get away from it all. Oh, but no, that wasn't the end of it, right? Because his dad got caught in a trap. So the trap, well, that got his tail. Fucking, you see the squirrel without a tail? No, never in your life, because you ain't even fucking see the squirrel. You think this was big. This was a fucking tiny, normal sized squirrel. So anyways, what I was saying, so he's got a dad with no tail. He's got his mom who's a painter squirrel, right? So then all of a sudden, they decide one night, we got to get out of here. This shit is crazy. I lost a goddamn tail. It's trying to buy my art. Like, it's not even art, really, because I can't even paint. I'm a fucking squirrel. Is this good for you? Do you believe me?
So you stole their children? You stole their child squirrel? You stole the squirrel?
Yeah, no.
How
It's
did
a
you get
fucking
the squirrel?
squirrel. I seen a fucking squirrel. I gave him food. It became my friend. That's how squirrels work. They don't give a fuck. This is a fucking squirrel. Hey, squirrel. Fucking, I don't know. Wave your tail at that guy. Squirrel just kind of waves his tail at you. You see? Yeah, you see? Is that amazing? It's fucking magical, right? You seen fairy dust fucking blow out of its ass? You like that?
Very colorful.
No, there was no fairy. God
Best character we've ever met, by the way.
Where are you? What's your wagon? Where are you gonna be at? Because I can already tell I want to stay far away from you.
I lost it.
We're very far back. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Well, stay far away from me, but
Fuck. Bravo, DM, bravo.
I was wondering
Well,
if
it's
we
not
could
very
hire-
Hold on. Where's this talking?
I was wondering if we could hire your squirrel or borrow him, if you will.
Money? I like. Now, I don't know what you mean by borrow my squirrel.
To find a
I
nut.
just get fucking frustrated every goddamn time. Just tell me what you want, because I don't have patience.
Well, you see, we have some competitors that are in the line, and we're trying to find out what exactly they have.
Yeah, some reconnaissance. Well, I'll tell you right now, every one of you in this goddamn caravan is a freak. And that one's a freak, and that one's a freak, and this one's a freak. And you see them freaks behind me? Holy shit, they're freaks. Now, I don't know what you want to know. And it kind of makes me think that you're a freak too, because you want to know what everybody's freaky deak shit is. Now,
It's not
How
really
much?
your business what I need to know. That's a trade secret.
now, my freaky deaky is gold.
Mhm.
And I'll pay you. And if you pay me handsomely, yeah, I'll tell you my freaky things. In fact, give me 1 gold right now, and I'll tell you one freaky deaky thing.
Sure. Toss him a gold.
Thank you.
Where's his giving up money?
So sometimes when no one's watching, I like to take my socks off and then I put my toes like this. Not weird, right? But what I like to do is I like to dip it in not water, but like a warm jelly, and then just feel the squish between my toes.
Lovely.
I hate him.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's my freaky deaky.
Okay, not exactly what I was looking for.
I got freakier deakier things. More gold than I'll tell you.
Oh my
Not
god.
really interested in that. I'm more interested in the squirrel. What's your name, by the
What
way?
the fuck is up with you and a squirrel? Has no one fucking seen a squirrel around here?
Never seen a
Goddamn squirrel! They're fucking everywhere! Everywhere! There's a fucking squirrel right there! Right over there! There's a fucking squirrel. I see them in the tree!
Is there actually a squirrel over there?
Go.
My character's gonna go get that squirrel. There's actually a squirrel over there.
Ulan, distracted by the squirrel in the tree, tries to fucking wander off, and now it's just Worthington and this peppered-haired girl, old man, and his.
Who else is watching this exchange right now?
Oh my
No,
god,
I don't know.
I can't. I don't think I can take my eyes away from this.
Well, this is what we're gonna be doing for the next 3 hours.
I want like my character would be
I will fucking pay.
I'm getting a pet squirrel for this campaign.
Roll
my
animal
character would
handling.
be
Oh my god! Please, Alex, please tell me you got
Sounds
it.
good.
I mean this is great, but
Did
I want to be like sneaking around or seeing if there's any opportunities to do something while they're all yelling at each other and talking about squirrels and shit.
Okay.
I want to see if anyone else is
So
distracted. right
Ulan
now.
goes off to the tree. He approaches kind of like a large oak tree, and he manages to get the kind of like this. The squirrel starts to edge its way down and real cautiously comes closer and starts getting a little bit closer. And this is going to take several minutes. So you're over there trying to get the attention of a squirrel. Is there anything you want to be doing, Worthington?
Yeah, so I talked to the guy. So I'm staring at him, just slightly flabbergasted by this old man, and I just say, "Can I have your name, sir?"
Yeah, Peter.
Okay, Peter.
The name's Peter. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Wurs, Peter.
Fucking weird name, Wars.
Yeah, tell me about it. I get
Yeah,
some
well,
anecdotes
anyways.
about it.
So, what fucking weird place are you from? You never seen squirrels? Because boggles my goddamn mind.
Hey, don't confuse me with the other guy. I've seen squirrels.
Yeah, that guy looked like he's dumb as shit.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I've never seen a squirrel that could take an order from a human or a person before. That understood a person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's uncommon, I guess. They just, this squirrel, he's got this fucking painted mom. Are we still doing that story? Do you still buy it? Because I didn't want to give up on it. He didn't have his mom was honest. Anyways, what I was saying is just, yeah, I've been training him for a while. He gets me out of some jams. You just got to treat him right. Squirrels, any animals out here, if you just know how to handle them, be all right.
I was wondering if I could buy him. I
buy
could
my-
definitely use his services.
Now, I don't mind helping with your service. And I gotta say, I'm uncomfortable selling my squirrel because, look, I go back and forth on this trail all the goddamn time, and it's lonely out here because I don't, like I said, they're all freaky deaky. You got this up here, you got these people that don't put the toes in jelly, and it fucking bugs me, So all I got is this squirrel and whatever I haul for these people. So I really don't want to sell them, but I'll help you out, man. If that's what you're looking for, we can get into some trouble. It spices up my day. But this is my friend right here.
I understand. So I'm trying to investigate the cart behind you, really.
Oh, that freaky deakies. Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
they're in some of the butt
Trying
stuff.
to find out, what they're carrying and what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tell you what. We're gonna get down the road, and over the next couple nights, maybe I'll manage to get my little friend here get some information, and then in a couple days we'll meet up, and I'll let you know what I find for a good sum. The more money you pay me, the more information I can give you. Kind of how it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm. And what were you thinking?
I'm thinking once I have the information, I'll know how much it costs.
No, let's negotiate the price up front.
Yeah, no, that ain't how it's gonna work because I'm doing all the heavy lifting here. Because if I find out something good, I could probably sell it at a higher cost anyways. I'm taking all the risk. Look, take it or leave it. I'm gonna help you out. I'll probably do it anyways.
Fair enough. Deal. And I reach out to shake his hand.
Yeah, I don't touch a lot of hands with you freaky deakies. Everybody can't be trusted around here. You see that one over there still trying to fucking get that squirrel to... That fucking thing's gonna bite him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But this is how we close deals.
And he just puts this old, like, haggard hand, really calloused and rough, out, and he shakes it.
Okay.
I'll
Good
see you
doing
later.
business with you. Talk to you in a few days.
Mm.
I turn around and I walk back to my horse to help with loading our cart. All the
As
while
you're walking away,
watching
you hear-
Ulan to hope I see as he didn't see him get bit.
All right. Ulan, let's get one more animal handling. As you're standing there, like you're able to put your arms up into like the branches, so he doesn't have to climb down far. And as your hand goes up into the leaves, just very quickly, you pull it back.
Fucking
Well.
squirrel.
I notice it and I start laughing. It just puts a smile on my face that lasts all day.
All right.
All right.
Anything else we want to do before the wagon train starts pulling off?
May I initiate my conversation with the cultist now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, because I wrote the religion at, was it 19? So I
Yeah,
think
19.
get the
And he has
cultist
some
going.
background information already from what you gave him.
Yeah. So I basically walk closer to the carriage where the cultists are sitting, and open the conversation with.
Okay, so your religion check should and the information that both Ulan and Rainier gave you should tell you how to address these people when you walk up.
Yeah. So.
Do you have that readily available?
Did you read
Yes.
our Google Doc?
Yes. Hmm?
Did you read the Google Doc?
What Google Doc?
That's a no.
It's a hard
So
no.
like, read the dragon
We've
cult.
actually provided so part of the backstory between Rainer and Ulan is that we actually have some information through our connections in the Gauntlet, the Order of the Gauntlet, and the Harpers about the Dragon Cult or the Cult of the Dragon. Since we've, as characters, have talked to everybody else in the group about this, we've passed that information to you all. But in actuality, we just put it in a Google Doc so that you guys can read it. So
Okay, then I'll read a Google Doc during the break. Then I'll initiate my conversation later.
Okay.
Because I wanna work my backstory into the campaign.
All right.
Right.
And I suggest that you read the part about how like you introduce yourself and stuff so that they could be like, this guy's legit.
Got it.
Which I believe Dragoon may have.
Yep.
I also had
Check the
something.
Discord chat, Terry. I just posted a link to the exact one.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm good for now.
So you start hearing like a bell ringing, ding, 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 and all of a sudden the movement of everybody starts to kind of pick up as the group that like the people that have been scattered throughout this dusty kind of square start like enclosing in on their wagons. Everybody starts piling in different, and the wagons start to get into an order. We start to see over the next course of like a half hour, like movement, right? The wagons start to slowly roll forward inch by inch. People do last minute checks over gear and the animals, make sure that their bondages are on straight and everything. And within the next couple minutes, the caravan begins to head down the stretch of road from Tribor to Waterdeep along the long, I believe it's called the Long Road. So as we switch maps here, you're gonna see you guys leaving from Tribor, which is I believe. Fuck am I? Too low. Alright. Oh, I was too far left. Okay. So anyways. You guys are here on Tribor. And you guys are gonna start heading south. So this is going to be, from your understanding, this is going to be like a 350-mile journey, and it's going to take up
So to be
at
clear,
least a month.
can you mark on the map real quick where we're starting and where we're ending? Because I think I know where we're
Okay,
ending.
so this is Tribor. You guys see the
Right here.
going?
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys are going to be heading into Waters Deep, which is going to be down the long road.
Okay.
Okay.
So wouldn't actually Tribor would be right here then, right?
Tribor is right here.
That's a river, Alex. The dotted line's the road.
Oh, he said the long road. Got it. Down that way.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
So-
will remove what I wrote.
Over the next couple days, you guys it's uneventful. You guys are traveling along your thing, and you do a little bit of like switching. You do a little bit of switching between horses, riders, to give you guys kind of a break from saddle sore and other things. For the nights, on very few occasions, you guys have come through like really rainy nights and stuff where it seemed like the best to push on. You've come through situations in which, like the heat of the day was too much for the animals, and you guys kind of like find brush and stuff and some tree and cover to rest during the day and then travel more at night. So there's a bit of a rotation between like what it is you guys are. Whereas so the mention of Waters Deep came from information that I believe Ulan and Rainer came with. There was the Dragon Cult had been compiling all the like the loot that they've been stealing, and they were beginning to build a horde, or like they're beginning to ship everything that they've pillaged and stuff from the north. And so your intel was that they're going to meet in Tribor, and then they're going to take the long road down into Waterdeep. So this information has kind of been provided that this is your best chance to like tail them.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, there was also some more information too, DW, that wasn't provided.
Can I provide?
You can
Can I
you
just
can
say
give
that
that
as like?
information out.
Yeah, I mean, so in the Google Doc, one of the lines is
You can also say in the conversation we've
right in the conversation we had with Rainer and everyone, which would be, it's implied that the cult of the dragon worship Tiamat, and that's who you're referring to. So, what you know about Tiamat is based on your religion check and stuff like that, I guess. Sorry, I was breaking the scenario.
There's somebody else.
I wasn't giving any information that wasn't in there. I was just calling out that it's called out there. So
There was one other way to greet.
There's a few. There's 3.
Yeah.
They're all
It
right
should
there.
be in that. It should be in there. I updated it with the stuff that you gave me, Viva.
Okay. So yeah, so if you can link that to Terry so he knows, but yeah, you guys can share that. You guys can openly share that too, so that Valen knows exactly like what he can expect in order to. So
I
on
would probably do the low-ranking one with the hand outstretched.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 heads of Tiamat and praise her glory.
but on the 6th day, in between Westbridge and Tribor, you guys stopped for the first time in like about 26 hours. This is going to be a long rest, and this is just as sunset sets in. You guys start to get camp. Some of like the first 8 wagons kind of circle up, followed by the remaining 7 circle up. With the wagons kind of like curled into each other. Each group starts a fire in the middle. And you guys are able to have some downtime in order to prepare food and stuff. So everybody kind of starts unloading some of their supplies. You see the old man with the peppered hair. You see the cult of the dragon who sticks strictly
Where's
to
the
their
squirrel?
wagon. What was that?
Where's the squirrel?
Squirrel remains on his shoulder.
Okay, just checking.
Either one, DW. I mean, it kind of works. Either one. All right, go ahead. You guys kind of have free reign for this.
I turn to the group and say that I will start the fire and start prepping food for everybody.
Thank you.
So I'm just watching the dragon cultists. They haven't tried to deviate or pull ahead or fall behind or anything like that while we are en route, correct?
Let me get an investigation check.
Okay.
So they are very much trying to stay within their place in the line, and although over the course of the last 6 days they've not really interacted with other people, but they're also not going forward, they're not trying to cut back behind. They just steadfastly stay in their position and stick to themselves.
So they're trying to blend in then. Okay.
They are.
What's the area like right now? Is it wooded? Is it open fields? Is it mountainous?
Right now it's like scattered trees about like 100 yards off the road on each side.
Okay.
And then more like a tall grass, kind of dry bushes. So you guys very easily like kind of flatten out the area you're going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I asked that
What's
for
the weather like?
tactical, and then I asked that for pictures.
What's the weather like?
Right now it's okay. So right now, so as the sun is setting, it's kind of a very clear, warm day. You guys are in more of the sunnier parts of the year so the fire isn't necessarily like you guys got to huddle around it. It's mostly for food and light, and
Is the moon out?
the moon is out. It's
Alright.
about halfway. I mean, it's about a half moon.
Okay.
So of the 7 wagons, you have the lady that was in front of you. She seems to be spending most of her time with the animals. She has over the last couple days even come in and helped you guys with the shoes on your horses. Very good with the animals. And
Have we seen who's traveling with her? Is she
she
alone,
is
or is there
she is alone.
one,
So
one's gonna go talk to her?
even over the course of the last 6 days, like she's kind of stayed to herself and spent more time with the animals than anyone else. The dragon cultist, you already know, the old man is there, and then you just have like kind of a sporadic group of other individuals that really haven't caught your attention in the following 4 cards. No, 3 cards, 3 wagons. Okay.
So wait, so are all the horses still, or everyone's horses like in one general place? Or all the, like
No, you guys
their
kind of
animals in
tie them
spot?
to like your wagons. So like your
Okay.
horses stay with your wagons. Yeah.
Is there any more squirrels around?
Do an investigation check. Where's
if you guys want, I can offer a song to get her attention.
to get what?
To get her attention. I thought the point is to try to establish a conversation with the girl.
Yeah. Give him yeah. So you're gonna give him a boost here?
No, yeah, like I'm just gonna start singing and draw her attention to our group. So she would start like so she would approach us, you know.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so looking at the clear moon and the clear sky, and with the fires going and basically I'm in a mood of trying to sing a song to praise the moonlight. 張り詰めた弓の震える弓は月の日ざめくお前の心を研ぎ澄まされた槍場の美しいその日先に僕にいたそなたの横顔
So as the voice of Valen kind of like flows throughout this circle of 7, the attention is drawn to your guys' wagon. And many of the fellow travelers stop to many of the fellow like travelers stop to watch as this goes on. But in particular, the woman up front, her attention is drawn to the 2 dancing together.
That is amazing.
You see her attention, like for the first time, kind of relax, and she goes from like petting the horses and the mules and stuff, to sitting towards the back of her wagon, and then just like listening to the song play.
Where is the guy with the cloak?
Ooh, Iron Man. The guy with the cloak. He is in the other circle.
In another circle from us.
Yeah, which isn't far. It's about 150 yards from you.
I want to sneak over there. Just kind of like nonchalantly, not trying to do anything, like aggressive. I just want to sneak over there, and if they don't notice, just kind of see what I see. I'm just kind of getting a see what happens.
So you approach the other wagon.
I'll use
This
my
one has
luck for
8.
today.
And you relatively go unnoticed because everybody's taking care of their own business. Like, the guards are finally sitting down to eat, and some of the more established looking gentlemen and ladies have tables set up, and they're being like served food from the other people. You see the gentleman in the robes, standing by his wagon, with his back up against it, staring across the fire towards your general direction.
Okay. But I have a good look at him now.
Right. So he's kind of got like this copper skin tone.
So
Where
go on.
okay, so where everybody else seems to be in like kind of like a lively spirits, he's very somber and stoic
Okay.
with the smaller companions standing next to him.
I would like to make a perception check to kind of just figure out, like, what I can perceive his standing is among the group or the company that he keeps, and also just kind of, size him up from a distance. Just kind of, again, I'm not doing anything aggressive. I'm just trying to, I just want to see him from afar. So I just want to like kind of size him up from where I am.
Well,
Starting off the night with great rolls.
from what you can glean from the 6 days up to now, like on occasion you guys have ridden your horses up further and stuff to kind of like trot out the horses and stuff. This particular gentleman he's not interested in the people around him.
Okay. Do they all? You don't have to answer this, I guess, but I guess one of the things I'm trying to figure out is, do they all, from what I've noticed in the time that I've been around, do they all seem to like listen to him, or like he's in charge, or does he seem to, like like does he command like the group? Like, does he have guards around him? Is he one of the ones with the guards around him, or no?
No.
He's not one of the ones that have guards around him.
Nope, it is just him and his smaller companion.
It's him and his smaller companion. Okay.
And you have yet to see him talk or command or anything.
Okay. And what did the smaller companion look like?
Kind of like hunched over, hooded.
That was the hooded one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to do anything before this fight ends?
I'll head back over.
Actually, I'll use this chance to approach the dragon cultists and basically try to chat up on them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So basically,
Around like the main fire,
Mhm.
there are like several kind of like makeshift seats and stuff that like you guys kind of pull out of your guys' things, and sometimes you guys lift like the larger crates and stuff that are more mobile so that everybody can have seating. So but again, they're a little bit further pushed back towards their side of their like to the wagon. So if the wagon was a bigger circle and then the inner circle is around the fire, there would be a second ring in between the outer and the inner, and they would be there address like stationed. They don't really move outside of their little slice of the pie.
Okay. So I basically just approached them and then are you guys serious with the hand gesture? Wait, is this from the player guy on the D&D official, or you guys just came up by yourself?
It doesn't change that.
I don't
It's
understand
canon
what
right now.
I don't understand what you're asking. This
Okay.
is legit intel that your group has given you.
Okay. So I don't even know, man. I don't want to get caught on video doing this though.
It could have been worse. It could have been this.
This is all legit. This is all okay. So, Valen, this is all legit intel that these two have provided you, and they both came with different information, but
I understand.
it is 100%.
He doesn't want to get caught doing this on video, but he's throwing dicks on screen.
So basically, I approached the cultist and then raised my right hand and then extended with the 5 fingers and then.
Dude, it's not like a Hitler salute, dude. It's
No, basically, yeah, I do it like this,
that.
and
It's
then
like that.
and I basically tuck my 2 fingers at the end, and then and I basically murmured, "All hell Tillman," and is it
Tiamat.
Tiamat? Okay, so all hell Tiamat, may the eternal glory bestow upon the dragon.
Oh, yeah, man. They bow to you.
Okay. So so I began the conversation by talking with them, the worship, my dear followers of the cult. I can see you guys are with a huge group. You guys are traveling with sorry for my interruption, for my intrusion. My name is Valen, and then I am
Any follower of Tiamat is welcomed.
So my companions and I, we are basically accompanying the caravan and then trying to get to our destination. But I can't help but notice that Herd, since they are cultists of the dragon, they are the followers of the cult of the dragon with among us. I just have to come and then have a chat with you. For given, I've always very fascinated by the dragons and their powers. And to be honest, I'm a bard, and then I'm a half elf bard, and then actually by coincidence, a few decades ago, I was requested to perform a song for the deity of Jan Dragon. So, but that was many moons ago. But so ever since then, I've always found very fascinated by the dragons, and I want to ask a particular question about
Yes,
a important figure among the cult. I don't know if have any one of you ever heard of a individual called Narrowbane?
narrow. No, so
Sorry.
so they kind of all like a group of 3 that you've been talking to, like kind of put their heads together and they start whispering.
Viva, I'm sending something now.
And they turn to you and Valen and they say, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Tiamat?"
Yes. Well, I've only heard about what people have. I mean, people's tales and
You are aware of the glory of Tiamat.
about
praise Tiamat.
I know it has tremendous power over other dragon, and that's just about pretty much all I know. And definitely, a lot of dark elves and then other different elves tribes have all talked about the power of Tiamat, and but that was
Yeah, it's all praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat, Terry.
no, sorry,
Praise Tiamat.
I couldn't hear. So praise Tiamat.
Yeah. This world is full of dragons.
You're whispering too low for your mic, Viva.
Mm.
This world is full of dragons, and all dragons will one day serve their master Tiamat. We are here to establish those connections.
Mm-hmm.
I have not heard of that particular dragon, but one day he will also serve our Lord and Master Tiamat. Now, maybe there is some information you can give us so that we can shine a light for this dragon towards the almighty Tiamat.
As far as what I've known, this actually Nerovane is an individual. I don't know much about him, but there is something I wish to ask him about, particularly about my past. So he is said to be the companion of the dream of the green dragon truth. The green dragon truth. So I don't know
There are
in your journey.
many stories of all the hundreds of thousands of dragons throughout this world, and all pale in comparison to Tiamat, who will rise one day and cleanse this land.
Understood. Well,
Maybe Tiamat surely knows of your dragon, and we advise you, since you are a follower and you are familiar with us, that go forth, preach the word of the dragons, bring dragons into the call, bring your green dragon and your other dragon, bring him into the fold. Surely they can serve Tiamat.
very well. Well, I appreciate you for your time, and I know it's pretty late, so I will return to my group, and then hopefully you have a good rest. So be ready for tomorrow's journey.
And your group is also familiar with our religion.
We've only come across a town that had some just tales about the cult of dragon. We didn't actually
What
You know,
town is this?
actually honest truth, it was months ago and I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Okay. It's interesting. Now,
So appreciate your time, and I know it's been late, so I will return to my group, and then you all have a wonderful evening.
and how many are in your group?
We have a couple people. I think like what 4 or 5 plus me, and that's pretty much it. We're just humble travelers being hired by the caravan to protect the goods and the people traveling. So that's what we do. We basically just travel up and down, and then
Which makes sense why you wouldn't remember the towns you've been in. And your 4 that you've traveled with. We count like 6.
Well, if I can get a no from somebody else, they probably know. But I honestly, I did not remember. I did not. I cannot recall a couple months ago what happened.
Yeah. Hard to remember weeks ago. Now, the Dragonborn with yous, we don't see very many of them in these parts, and
Yeah.
certainly we've heard rumors of a Dragonborn near the Tribor area.
Mhm.
town called Phandalin. You've
Mm,
never been to Phandalin, have you?
well, as you know, Fenderland has become this super big town in recent month. You
Oh,
know,
so you have been.
they everything's a lot of folks and adventures have been entering into the cave or the mine of Fenderland. So we passed there a couple weeks ago. Yes, we did, and then so we got resupplied there, but there weren't much. I mean, the town's pretty peaceful. I mean, there weren't much things for us to do.
Really? I heard there was a dragon attack there.
But
Peaceful, you say?
that must happen after we left. That must that must happen after we left because I didn't
About 2 weeks ago.
have 5 people here, so there's no way if there was a dragon attack, we would have wiped out. So
Again, we've counted 6 in your party. Interesting.
5 plus me, so that's 6.
Good day.
All right, yeah, have a good evening.
You too.
And I walked away.
Praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat. I did not reveal a single face.
All right, what are you guys
Not
doing?
a single thing.
Wait, but the thing is, I thought Rainer, no, was it? No, Ulan wants to talk to the girl, right?
Yeah.
I decided just to dance, and my performance wasn't very good.
Okay.
He was doing the, oh, this ain't working dance. Oh,
That's your remake. I sing a song for you.
I think it's time to just go to the bathroom dance and not come back.
Nothing happened out of that, huh? Where's anything?
Oh, man.
Nope.
Where's you might be muted, bud.
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
No, nothing here really. I guess I'm looking for Pitta. Wondering if he has any information. But,
Okay, so yeah, Peter's here. He's sitting on his cart with his squirrel on his shoulder. He's got like a bowl of something, and he's just kind of like chewing it down.
I walk over to him and ask him if he has anything yet.
Yeah, where's the Tim? What's up, you fucking cunt?
Not much, you old dirtbag.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm a fucking dirtbag. You see that shit the other day when that horse shit on one of them Dragon Colt shoes? Guy flipped the fuck out. It was hilarious. Tell you the truth, every once in a while, when we stop, I get a little bit of that horse shit and I chuck it at that fucking wagon of theirs.
Nice.
Nah, you should try it. We'll hit him from both sides. You got to chuck it over that beautiful woman there, but don't hit her. But yeah, dude, let's fucking pelt that shit. The fucking freaky deakies. So what's up? You got some soup? I got this chowder. Fucking delish.
No, I'm good. I'm just wondering if you've learned anything yet.
Ah, yeah, I learned some stuff, but I haven't learned a lot of stuff. I mean, it's still kind of early, but look. I'll tell you what. Give me like 3 silver. I'll give you a little bit of information.
Okay. I hand over 3 silver.
Because I need to make sure that you take it actually out of your inventory. Because
I have.
anyway, so what? My little friend here. I like to call him Little Peter. Little Peter, he snuck over there a couple times, and he took a little look. Yeah, inside of one of the wagons that they carry, and my God, there's a lot of shiny objects in there. An unusual amount of shiny objects. I would say a dastardly amount of shiny objects.
Think they're transporting money?
Money ain't shiny, you know. Money ain't shiny, but other things are like things of different shapes. You know, I'm talking to a goddamn squirrel here. So constantly, basically, it ain't money, but it's valuables because don't ask. I know
Okay.
it's the same signal we give each other for other things. You don't need to know about it, anyways. But these sons of bitches. That's why I'm flinging shit at them because some of that stuff doesn't seem like stuff that should be transported. It seems like family heirlooms. Seems like things that belong to other people. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure they ain't up to any good.
All right. Well, let me know when you find anything else. I'll check in a couple days.
That's it. You ain't gotta sit down here and have some chowder.
My friends are making, or my groups are making dinner right now.
Nah, don't just be using me for my information. I ain't no whore.
That's the nature of a business transaction.
Alright, well, I hope you choke on a dick. See you later, fucker.
See you, dickhead. I'll walk away.
That fucking guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Come here. So, Worthington heads off with a little bit more information. A little less silver than he had come with. You guys have anything else to do before we head into a rest?
Nope, I'm good.
EW?
Nope. My
Alright.
sneak is not feeling. It's not sneaky yet, but I'm working up to it. I'm
Alright.
working up to the sneakiest
So-
things you can think of.
After some food and some rest, you guys wake up early as the sun rises over the trees behind you. And
Check.
the wagons start getting back into their lines, start heading back out. You guys fall back into place and continue down the road.
I'm riding with Valen. I would like to have a
Mhm.
conversation with Valen on
Okay.
the horse, kind of away from anyone in earshot.
All right, so we basically gently ride our horse like a little bit away from the caravan.
Yeah, just like I'm just gonna kind of like have like a, just a
Mhm.
soft conversation, and I just want to remind Valen,
Mhm.
we get to a point where I need to go in and steal something.
Get you. I'll use the illusion to help you.
Can you turn me invisible?
I might be able to. Let me see my ability.
I bet DW knows.
Right. Well, my illusion spells basically it's at the minor. I have minor illusion.
Look at your level 2 slot and tell me if you have invisibility.
Yes, I do. I
Oh,
can turn into invisible.
so here's what I'm thinking. If we ever get to a point
Mhm.
where I need to go inside a caravan to go check it out, I might come to you,
Mhm.
and I might need you to cast invisibility on me,
Okay.
and not cast any spells while you're doing that, but just,
Okay.
and then that's because I'll be invisible as long as you have that spell cast on me. And I'll have an hour.
Understood. Yeah, just holler at me.
All right.
I'll help you.
Just I'll let you know when we need to do it, and then
You came back to us at the most dangerous moment when we were under siege. So I trust you now.
thanks. Okay.
Thank you for saying that out loud. As you guys start
That was said out loud
So-
only between the two of us.
Oh, you did too. Y'all can't hear us.
I made that explicit when we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys. So another 5 days of travel has passed, and you guys start to approach a town called Westbridge, and there's mountain. It's a little more hilly, a little more mountainous, a little more barren. As you guys kind of like start coming back down into Westbridge, and as you guys begin to descend, chaos ensues, and you guys hear this snapping and some shouting. One of the wagons further up that happens to be owned by the dragon cultists. One of their wheels snaps,
Oh,
and it tumbles sideways into like a ravine and crashes open.
What do we see?
I need some investigation check.
okay. Let's do this.
Wow. 3 games in a
Let me
row.
get my core up.
Whoa.
Um,
I'm not even gonna bother.
2020 vision.
So like the second half of the caravan stops dead because this happens and holds everybody up. DW on his horse goes ahead.
For the record, everyone had good rolls on that.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah. DW and Rainer and Ulan and Balin, who are on the 4 horses, kind of right up ahead as Worthington and
I
Darfarius
threw my pen. I was so
stay back
excited.
with the wagon.
Wait, so in this scenario, you're saying Ulan, who was riding in the caravan, is now on a
You
horse
guys-
with us, and Wurs is staying on the caravan.
Yeah, you guys have been rotating just because saddles.
Yeah, I'm just trying to set that up so that we
Yeah.
all understand like who is where and who isn't.
That works.
Yeah.
Or smells a peculiar odor in the caravan.
So as this thing had crashed, like one of the crates tumbles free and smashes open, and when it smashes open, like you guys read up, immediately you see like the glint of gold. And Julie, it had been wrapped in wool, but the impact of this thing colliding when one of the axles broke, some of their cargo is on display. The cultists are like very quickly trying to gather up everything, start just like shoving it back into the crate. They're trying to repair it as quickly as possible.
Balin now.
Hold on. Did the critical role of investigation allow Darking to see a glimpse of what they were trying to hide in said crate? Because that was a critical role, which means it would theoretically be able to give him more than like a normal.
Yeah,
Perception.
so that's interesting you brought it up because one of the things that DW sees, like eagle eye, is a gilded toothbrush, a toothbrush with gold laid on it. Super
Perfect.
cool.
I want it. I want it bad. I want it real bad.
Turns your teeth gold when you brush.
I reach my hand out.
I know. Let me do it. Oh.
DW is over here like, oh my god, it's cold. And just like, do the thing.
Like stop drooling all over me, man. I'm gonna give you the spell. Seriously, dude, you have a problem.
All you gotta do is tap me. Tag me in.
Go.
I'm out. Off the horse,
Right.
running over there. I'm sneakily.
Uh,
I'm gonna see what I can get.
okay, so behind you hear probably the first time shouting, "Clear up now! Hurry!" You guys notice that this is coming from the cultist caravan that was in front of you, the one that had been carried on the shoulder. You have yet to see who it is, but the cultists kind of like snap to attention, and they start very quickly. They're giving like kind of evil looks at everybody who stands around, gawking at them. CW, you're unseen.
All right, I'm moving in. And I'm going to kind of sneak around where everyone else is, and I'm going to try to grab some of the stuff on the side that kind of fell off to the wayside. Hopefully grabbing that gold toothbrush. Whatever looks the most valuable that I can get, I'm going to grab.
All right. So again, your eagle eye. Let's get a sleight of hand with advantage. Meanwhile, one of the people that's standing around is the female that was a couple carts in front of you, or the cart in front of you. She finally kind of speaks up and says, "Interesting cargo you guys have there." And as all the cultists that are help gathering this up look at her, DW reaches in, grabs the gold inlaid toothbrush, slides it into his pocket, and then dips out.
That's it.
Is that all I'm stealing, or is no one's paying attention? I'm going to take another round. I'm going to steal another thing. Is there nothing else available that's easy for me to grab?
Their hands are all over. There's all right, 4 or 5.
Okay, so
five
like,
cultists.
I'm not going to touch anyone's hands.
So you're kind of like leaning over people as they're hunched over. Like there's not a lot of space.
No problem. All right, I'm not going to get overly greedy. I'm trying to visualize the space. So yeah, no problem. I'm jacking the toothbrush.
Another one of the guards from.
I'm totally. By the way, I'm dropping. I'm gonna throw in wherever they're tossing their stuff on the way out. I have a toe gunk carving, and I'm just gonna throw it in as I run away. Well, do you remember when I did like another natural 20 investigation? And there was nothing in the room, so you said I found like a toe gunk carving from like a goblin, and I've kept it in my inventory this whole time for a moment to get rid of it, not knowing what the moment would be. But now while they're collecting all their stuff, I'm gonna essentially what I'm doing is I'm gonna Indiana Jones the swap, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna drop the toe gunk carving. I'm gonna replace it with, while I jack the toothbrush, and I'm just gonna peace out.
I would say do one more sleight of hand at advantage.
All right. I mean,
Oh, damn, man, you're on
You just fucking like.
well, we know advantage.
And then it goes right into the thing as they start to board it up.
And then I run back to our horse.
In the meantime, one of the guards from like the first half of the caravan comes back, and you overhear him like, "Oh, that's yours, huh?" And the cultists, you hear them mumbling and start to argue with his guard. It's none of your business. You have your cargo, we have ours. Step away.
I am going to, or is the guard seeming like he's gonna be stepping away, or is he like pushing it?
Do an investigation check.
All right.
Or perception. Do a perception.
Oh, okay. I like perception.
Yeah, you can tell by the posture of the guard that like he's not gonna start shit, but he's also not gonna fight like 7 fucking cultists right now.
Is he by himself, or
He is by himself.
do I Do I know how many other guards he has that he's been like
No.
with since we've been traveling with them for however long? How many?
Yeah, but the caravan
with
is
them?
with 15 things. Like you don't recognize this guard from any other ones, and some guards belong to some wagons, and others belong to another, and it's not like a fucking regiment or an army. So you don't know if this guy's gonna. What you could perceive is like he's not ready to start shit. He came over there to help, thought it was suspicious what they had, said something, and now he's just kind of like
He looks like a
ready
normal
to back
guard,
away.
not really like very important. Or
He looks like he's ready to back away.
what does his gear look like though? Does he look like he's well equipped?
No, he's got like kind of like leather and like leather armor, soft leather armor. He's got he's equipped with swords and stuff, but this isn't like a knight in shining armor kind of scenario.
I won't worry about it.
I'm going to. We're all stopped, right? The caravan stopped after this event. We're at least behind them, so we stopped. So I'm going to cast message, which will. I'm going to go to a safe spot in the woods. Right?
You guys are on like you guys are coming down the mountain. It's kind of open, craggy area. There's not.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make sure no one's looking. I'm gonna make it look like I was taking a leak while this was all happening.
Are you still invisible?
I am still invisible, so I have to dispel the invisibility when no one's looking. And to do it, I either wait the whole duration or I can like cast a spell or attack or something. So I'm just going
Hop
to.
in our cart.
Huh?
Hop in our cart.
But I have a horse that I was on, so like there's an empty horse. So I'm gonna make it look like I was peeing, and then when I walk back. So to do it, I'm gonna make sure no one's looking. And then like drop the trowel real quick, like I was peeing. Maybe pee a little bit, and then I'm going to like cast message to Terry. So which when no one's looking, so then it will casting message will disrupt my invisibility. So then I'll become invisible again. And I'll be like, that worked perfectly. And then I'll put away my copper wire and then just zip up. And then I'll walk back. I'll tell them when I get back.
How far from the road did you just pee?
Something that looked natural.
Okay, so let me get a stealth check.
It would have been advantage, right? Because I would have looked for before I.
No, it wouldn't have been advantage because you didn't say that. You didn't. You would like.
I said I was looking. I said I was looking for like I would go to some place where it was going to be like would look natural, and I would
so that would be kind of like out in the open, like.
Is that where something would have been natural to appear, or would that have been?
Yeah, like if you're gonna pee, you're gonna like go like 6 feet off the road and then pee and.
I mean,
I would have gone a little bit further than that.
Just turn your back to everyone.
Yeah, like they would still be able to see you. I mean,
it has to go, deep in the bushes and.
All right. Yeah, unless
you're gonna. All right. So what I would have done, like, all right. So what I would have done instead, based on that description, then I would have gone behind our wagon, and reappeared, and then come back like I was peeing.
So you would have left your horse way up front, gone back several wagons, peed, and then go back to your horse? Is that what you're saying?
Trying to figure out where we were all set up for this. So I was in front.
This cart is, so you're 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 11.
Where did
11, 10. This is cart 9.
Right, I know. I'm going back to where I'm going close to our horse, but I don't know where my horse is in relation to everyone else. I'm just trying to find the most.
Your horse is at 9. You guys went all the way up.
Oh, our horse went all the way up?
You guys went all the way up to check ahead. You 4 and left everybody behind.
I need to find a way to get back onto.
Wait, I thought the Dragon Colt was only 2 carts.
Yeah, but
there's another one. That's what broke the.
Owns several wagons. But the ones that you guys have been following has been this one right in front of you.
Let me think. Where would I have gone to have done this based on this description? There's no like immediate trees or something around us.
I would just do a stealth check and then see what happens.
All right.
Not at advantage.
That's fine. Then we'll do it that way. This is a new day, so I have new luck.
Oh,
I only clicked it once. All right, 21.
Yeah. So like so the side that you dip down into is steeper, and there's like some hedges and some dry brush and stuff. You manage to like come up from behind it, and because of everybody like staring at the gold, staring at the stuff that had crashed, and then the dragon cultists whose eyes have gone to everybody who's fucking paying attention to it, eyeballing them, you are able to walk back up into the road and mount your horse being without
Well,
any attention being drawn
I'm
to you.
clicking it again because I clicked it once and I got 21, which is the 15 that's showing. I'm confused why there it says 16 and the number doesn't make sense. So I just want to click it. This is just a test roll. All right, so it was just weird. I don't know where that 16 came from.
Anyways,
Whatever, it's working fine.
um, as you guys, as this wagon gets back up on the road, and they repair the axle, you guys continue back down this steep incline into Westbridge. This Westbridge is another town smaller than Tribor. Um, people hop off quickly to get supplies. You don't see anything other than like small supply stores with like grain and things to pick up for the road. You guys can get off, but like some some um some of the caravan are well equipped and able to like they're not hopping out because they can continue on further down the road.
Wait, can you repeat that? What's the
So
scenario?
you guys enter Westbridge within the next like the second half of the day. Westbridge is a smaller town. It has a supply store, but like if you guys were looking for magic shops and shit like that, that's not here.
Okay. Is the rest of the caravan stopping, or are they just continuing through? Or
Some are like they're stopping real quick to give like rest of the horses, but like you
is
guys
this where we're spending the night?
no.
Okay.
So if you guys need to stop or have any reason to, it's an option, but we can keep going.
I think we would just stay with the rest of the group. I think. Do we want to take a bathroom break though?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
All right. We'll be back in what, like 15?
10 minutes.
10?
10 minutes?
10.
10.
All right.
That was a good first half session, guys. That was really
That was
awesome.
hard. I didn't know how it was gonna go because like it's not battle maps and shit, and
Sorry if you guys threw that on you on the spot, man. Because
it's all right. We
I
managed
did
it.
you the second half and the third part, but I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't read too much into what happens in this campaign. Just if you do basic
I get it.
outlines, I can fit it in.
Got it.
All right.
10 minutes is up. I mean, like going, whatever. How's everyone doing?
No.
Hanging in there. Jay chilling.
Okay. Neva, you know you put a J in for finishing on your tweet? Just finishing.
Oh yeah. Sorry, bud. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Oops doops. All right, through Innes.
240. 240 right now. Stream's on a 10-second delay.
Is. Yo, I am fucking fully hooked on Tarkov.
I could tell. You didn't want to get
Dude.
off earlier.
Man. If it wasn't because I was lagged out, I might have been like 20 minutes late. I mean, it's the game is broken as shit, and it's a fucking nightmare sometimes. But goddamn, it's a fun game.
I got to close my door.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to get a ritual caster feat. Do that instead of alert.
We looking ahead or what?
Well, since I had to re-import my character,
Uh huh.
I didn't add in the alert feat again since you gave us that free feat for that 3-month period while we were just in downtime. And I haven't added a feat back in yet. And Ritual Caster allows me to add in 2 first level spells of my choice that are ritual spells from any class. And the wizard has find familiar, and they also have like identify, which could be really useful in figuring out what exactly an item is. And that could get, but the find familiar could get me my my Fey friend or whatever.
And it lets you cast all spells at a ritual, so they don't cost you a spell slot. Instead, they cost you a just 10 minutes added to the casting time.
Yeah. Also, what's really cool is if I have a spell with the range of touch, my familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell.
Correct.
That's really cool.
I don't know why this one's being weird.
We're ready to go.
Did Ulan and I get the ability to just add a feat or no?
I think when we built it, you guys the option.
I don't have any feats. I only went through and I only think I added the normal level up stuff. No,
Right.
I'm not worried about it right now.
So people pile in and out of the caravan. In Westbridge, grabbing supplies, and you see them like a sparse amount of the people carrying like grains and barrels to the wagons, and very quickly, you guys, I would say within like an hour and a half, you guys are getting ready to get back on the road. As you guys get in line, and the caravan starts to move, you guys are standing still for a while, and the caravan starts to stretch further and further down the road. Your place in line is 15, is the back, and the wagon in front of you doesn't seem to be moving. You guys start to notice that the caravan continues further and further down the road, and they start to like crest a hill and go out of sight.
So 14 is not moving.
14 is not moving.
Can we do a quick investigation why 14 is not moving?
Yeah, sure. Um, 14 is not moving because you don't see the female that was driving it anywhere around. You see kind of, you look around and she's not in the provision store, but like your keen eye notices like there is a bit of distress to the there's a bit of distress to the animals. The donkey that was tied to the side of it, and the horses that were pulling the wagon, still covered in the tarp.
Does the tarp look like it's been disturbed?
No.
Shoot. I mean, we don't want to lose the caravan. I mean, that's a priority. Can we get around the wagon?
Oh yeah. Yeah, easily. You just have the drivers move around it.
If you're speaking, you're on mute.
No, you've literally muted yourself.
I see you. I see your lips moving. I don't hear you.
Pull your fucking mic down. But Ulan hops out of the cart and approaches the horses and uses speak with animals and
Oh,
He's
With-
reconnecting.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
you can.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying I walked up already and uh, I wanted to see what happened. So I'm asking the animals what happened to her.
And one of the horses kind of just like ways and like bucks up on his horses or on his hind legs and then comes back down. And you get the sense that the horse is telling you that keeps kind of saying like she's gone, she's gone,
Which way?
she's gone, and then, I'm like really panicky, like she's gone,
What about
she's
the donkey?
gone.
What's the donkey saying?
Oi, mate, she's fucking gone.
Wait! It's PETA again!
Oi, mate, fucking Australian accent, eh? Fucking gone. I don't know. The donkey is like
wait, Donna isn't dead?
gone.
Oh, disappeared?
Gone. And then they just like kind of like bow their head and start like pawing at the ground. She's gone.
I think we should start moving we should start catching up to the caravan now, and just start moving a little bit faster speed to catch up to him. I'm gonna check her stuff.
Investigation check.
I did my 20 from before
No,
not
that was- no.
I had like God.
You whip off the the tarp, and underneath it is like soft grains, hard grains, medium grains, different kind of grains, sacks and sacks and sacks of grains.
Is there anyone from this town around right now?
Yeah, in like the provision store and stuff.
All right, have everyone else keep riding ahead. I'll catch up, and then I'm gonna run inside the provision store.
I'm gonna tell the horse and donkey to keep an eye on Dara King and aid him if needed. As riding off.
Is the horse. You guys ride off. Valen and Darfarius, who are currently driving it, pull off to the left hand side of it, and then get back on the trail, and you guys start heading out, followed by Rainier and Worthington and Ulan, and then DW is left inside of the very small town of Westbridge
With a horse, right? I assume.
with a horse.
Okay.
And a horse and a donkey that'll help you.
Right. So I have
Also
I have my horse, and then the horse and the donkey of hers.
Their name's Shrek and Donkey.
I go up to who do I see inside?
You see the provision shop owner. He's a dwarf. So like as you walk in, you hear that familiar like bell as the door opens, and inside of this shop, there's the shelves full of goods and supplies and stuff, and then a very short desk counter where you would pay, and then behind it is a dwarf.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, fuck you calling us sir? I'm a lady, bitch.
Sorry, ma'am.
You don't see these nice tits? Fuck you fucking call me a sir for.
Your beard got in the way.
Beard, motherfucker! I swear to God, if I wasn't about to be a
Dwarf women have beards.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't fucking talk about them.
All right.
Taught you manners. God damn it.
Um.
Yeah, I'm about to help you. That was sarcasm, motherfucker. What's up?
I'm never fucking coming back to this town. I cast Charm Person on this person. I don't got time for this shit.
What do I have to roll?
Where's your spell save? It's intelligence.
On the spell page.
Yeah, I had to set it. They have to make a save of 13.
I swear to God, you dumb
Luck.
motherfucker.
Luck. Roll again.
You can't.
Yes, I
Use
can.
luck on somebody else.
Yes, I can. 100% I can. Any D12. Thank you.
Hey, you charming motherfucker. Look, we might have got off the wrong foot, but I'll let you come down here and spread my beard.
Look, I would love to. Maybe another time.
No. Come on.
I have the deal of a lifetime with for you.
You're stuck in that one, Alex.
I have the deal of a
Get over
lifetime
here,
for
you
you.
lanky bitch.
I have the
Disarmed
deal
him.
of a lifetime for you right now. Yeah, I can make them choose the outcome of their rolls.
Yeah, I misclicked.
Oh, okay.
I was just verifying. You're right.
What's
So-
fucking happening? What's going on, you fucking handsome son of a bitch?
Outside, I have
You want to go do it
Horse.
outside?
and a donkey.
Oh,
in
yeah,
a-
we can do this.
in a whole thing of grain. And
No, yeah, this sounds hotter and hotter every time. Come on.
I just want to.
A donkey,
Look,
horse, some
we're
grain.
part of the caravan, and
What caravan? They fucking left.
I know, and
Oh,
actually,
you want to pull a caravan on me? Fuck, I haven't heard it called that in some time.
I would like to sell you the. I would like to sell you the all of the contents of it, which is all this grain and the horse and the donkey. Right now, for the low price of 100 gold. That is a whole cart worth of grain.
Damn, you charming fucking bastard. I'll take that. I'd have given you. I'd have given you 100 grain. I'd have given you 100 gold just for, favor. But we'll do this deal.
All right, thank you. I take the 100 gold, and as I'm walking out, I shake on it, whatever. As we're walking out, I go, oh, by the way, we're looking for someone who else was in the caravan. I described a woman to him, or her, sorry, and
You son of a bitch.
that wasn't to you. That was just the situation. I described the woman who was it. I was like, hey, if you happen to see her, just say hey to her. Just tell her that the caravan left and that's what's happened. All right, see ya, bye. And I head up,
All right.
and then I hop on my horse and I ride on.
That works for me. As you head down the road at a fast trot, you just look behind you and you just see this small dwarfing woman
Didn't know what
waving
the
her
price
beard.
of a horse and a donkey and a whole
waving her
part of
beard.
everything.
You're waving her beard in the silhouette of the sun behind you.
Never coming back to this place again.
You sure don't. You're gonna come back for me one day. We're gonna marry me.
I ride off fast as fuck because I got it. I want to put as much distance between me and that dwarf because in an hour this thing's gonna ride off and it's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
bad.
So, after several hours, you do catch up to the caravan.
As
Everybody in the caravan.
I left, I said, "Press the amount," and then I just walk out.
I need everybody to do a insight check.
On who?
Everybody do insight.
Right, Rainer.
Let's see. And then-
I'm not paying attention over here. Well, I'm smart. V smart.
then I need the berries. Check. Wow, that was shit. So Ulan, Valen, DW, no, fucking hold on.
I got
Ulan.
7. There's no way I got it.
No, Ulan, Valen.
And Rainer.
You guys noticed that a gnome recently joined the caravan and shows an interest in the.
Wait, he joined the caravan how? Like sneaking onto it?
Well, what you guys notice is like as the caravan started taking off, you notice a gnome hopped on to one of the earlier carts, as well as a human, and he was welcome aboard the cult wagons as a passenger.
Okay.
So a gnome and a human hopped onto the Colts wagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys kind of notice that like this gnome and this human, they position themselves around the cult of the dragon in a way where you get the sense that they're listening as well. Rainier, you notice that the gnome shows an interest in the characters, and
In which
that the
character?
gnome, well, you notice that the gnome shows interest in the cults of the dragons and the people around him, and that she's spoken to them several of them, asking innocuous questions and commenting on the weather. She leaves the impression of being someone who flawlessly takes in every detail about the people in her surroundings. And also that the character knows both that this gnome also notices that you were paying attention.
Okay.
Can I get an investigation check from everybody as well?
A what? In check? Investigation?
Fuck.
All right.
Yo, is this my boy Garrett?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry guys. Garrett, the other day I seen a meme and it was someone's like it was my wife was DMing for someone other than my husband and they all loved it and it kind of reminded me of the story you were telling. And so I thought of you guys. I hope everything's going well. Okay, so we got investigation. Valen, you as you look down, like as you guys are traveling, you guys are looking down the line, and besides these two newer people, you get a sense that this is that this caravan is a little more thinned out than usual than previously. And you have like a little bit of burn in your gut about what's transpiring.
Wait, the caravan it's spread out? You mean like the whole?
It's thinner in the sense that like you don't feel like you're missing somebody.
Oh, we're missing the one girl.
Okay.
Shrek and Donkey.
As you guys 5 days down,
Are we
well, this
definitely?
would
Do
be
we
like-
still? Are we still for sure following the same cart or the same?
Yeah, you guys are back in line now.
Are
Now
we
it
for
goes.
sure still behind the same one that we were behind before? That was the Dragon Cult one that we were fixed behind before. That was 13 before.
Yeah,
Because
now
we
you
lost
guys
14.
Now you guys are 14.
Correct, but we're for sure behind what was 13. So that's not
Yes.
the missing one.
No. So the Dragon Cult was 13. The woman was 14, and you were 15.
And in addition to 14 being missing, and is the Dragon Cult that had its wheel broke and spilled everything, is that back in the rotation?
They're back on. They're back on the road.
So we don't know.
So every time you guys cross a bend and you guys kind of curve around,
Yeah.
you guys see that between Tribor and Westbridge, you guys haven't left any other wagons behind.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are approaching Red Larch, and you're understanding that at Red Larch, some of the caravan is going to disperse. Right now, there shouldn't be anybody missing.
Okay. So then noticing something is fishy. So I turn to Darking and also turn to Ulan and Rainers and Worthington. Sorry, Worth. Basically, just say that, guys. I think there's something going on because I don't know if you noticed those two newcomers ever since those two newcomers joined the caravan. The people that were with us when we left the tribal, them didn't show up for like the dinner around the campfires these couple days.
What about Peta? Is he also still there with us?
Yeah, Pete is there.
Okay.
The squirrel.
Squirrel's there.
Is the squirrel
Okay,
still
so
with us?
after several days, you guys this is about another 5 days travel.
Real quick, what was the city, the town that we left? What was it called?
Westbridge, the one that you're never going
Westbridge.
back to.
Yep. I need to make sure I take notes never to fucking come back to that town.
All right. So you guys are about like 2 days out of Red Larch, and you
2
guys
days out from it or out?
Yeah,
away
2 days out from Red Larch. And it's been about 2 days and 2 nights of rain, lightning, and strange whistling sounds in the wind. You guys are often awakened to see the.
What are these strange whistling sounds?
Well, okay, so you guys are kind of passing through, like, to the west of you are hills and trees and stuff, and then you guys were coming in from Westbridge, like down a slope. So as the wind comes careening like down the mountainside and into this valley, you guys, when they go through these trees, you hear this a lot. On this particular night, though, it's a lot stronger, a lot brighter, or a lot stronger, a lot louder, and you guys
Is there
kind of
like
awaken, see that the surrounding countryside is blanketed with this like glowing fungus, and it's growing everywhere, including on the road.
Do I know what it is?
You guys kind of hear like panic from the caravans around you. Again, now it's like 7 and 7. You guys hear like kind of like terrified mumbling, and as more people in the caravan start to awaken.
I think I'm going to. I think we should all like.
Yeah, I think we should arm ourselves and then do investigation, see what's going on.
Leave Darth with the with the horses.
If anybody wants to identify, I need a DC intelligence check. Nature.
I should.
Yeah.
I have my my book with me, which gives me advantage in this area still.
Wait, nature?
Don't worry, it's the druid knows.
Mm,
All right. So both of you kind of understand that.
And Valen definitely knows.
Um. Okay. You guys both kind of like stop everybody and you say like, you can identify these mushrooms that if you step on them, they will emit a puff of black spores
mm.
and a moan of pain.
Were they the similar kind of species, like the one that we encountered in the cave?
You get that sense very much that
Okay, got it.
And they're growing all around us.
Are they?
everywhere.
Are they just mushroom? They're not like. It's just the mushroom. It's not like a living, breathing plant fungus thing, right?
It's just a mushroom.
Just making sure it's not like it's a
That's
creature.
super paranoid.
I'm just making sure from the details that I now know. I'm just making sure.
As you guys kind of look at them, they seem to like getting bigger and bigger.
Never mind.
They were the size of champagne rock corks when you first noticed them, but within an hour they grow 6 inches tall, and an hour later they're about a foot tall. As they continue to grow through the night, you like the panic throughout the caravan starts to set in.
So they're growing as we're resting or as we're traveling?
You guys are pulled over. You guys
so
aren't traveling.
they're actively growing as we're pulled over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to supernatural. Yeah.
Does anyone have a spell that can manipulate the wind?
Let me see.
We can have Darth fart a little bit. Manipulate some wind. Just as toxic as ever.
You guys a call.
It's growing around us. They're really large.
I would say try to torch them.
Yeah, but we should test it like away from the where we're resting in case.
Because if it's fungi, then torching usually work.
Correct, but I'm just saying like if it still pops up like a puff of smoke or whatever, we don't want that like immediately right next to us. We should do it like we should try it in a controlled area away from us. But I'm fine with trying like some fire away from us, where we can cast it at a distance, and then hopefully it doesn't, cause anyone concern, and then that way we can maybe burn it away. If not,
Do any of the other caravans, any of the other people, are they doing anything about the mushrooms? Or are they just
is it blocking our
staring at
access
them,
to the
or
road, or is it on the road?
Yes,
I don't think we should wait. I don't think we should. Okay. Because I don't think we should. I mean, other options.
This wouldn't be you, DW. This would be Ulan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear if you answered my question.
Yeah, do an investigation check.
Okay.
Ulan.
You just didn't answer my question.
So as like the shouting and the stuff begins from the different caravans, you start seeing like some people um dash, like desperately dash from one wagon to the other, and then they let out the like clouds of the black things, and within minutes, in the first 7, which is like kind of down the road, you just hear kind of like this weeping sound, this sobbing, and then members of the Dragon Cult, which is part of your 7 caravan, um, you could see them on their horses trying to avoid the mushrooms, but as they like kind of like prance around, they're stomping on the mushrooms, and you see that same black cloud, and you see you just kind of see them like hunch over their horses, like start just like this heavy weeping.
Hmm.
Um. Well,
I guess we should probably start
we
the
help
shindig
them.
off and
We help them.
help them.
No.
We help the Dragon Cult.
Yeah. I
I don't know. I mean, if we can give them some favor, they might be. I mean, they might.
I was
I
thinking
think they
about.
will. I think we should try to position ourselves in an ideal situation. So let's try to get access to the road first.
Okay.
What is our situation to the road?
What is your sleeping situation right now? Right, because would have been it.
That's the
So you
question.
guys-
You kind of set our sleeping situation. So like, how far are we from the road?
I
with
don't
the
set your
relation-
sleep.
Well-
That's you.
I think most of us will sleep on the caravan or on the wagon. I assume.
You could probably only fit 2 people comfortably on the wagon.
And then the rest of us would just be tented or whatever, set up around like a fire and then like something else near the wagon. So we'll all be
Yeah,
close
so-
and then have the horses tied off.
Let's say there's 2 people on the wagon, and then the 4 of you are on the ground, surrounded by these glowing mushrooms.
hmm
Who are the 2 on the wagon, and who are 4 that are on the ground? Their fairy says, "I'm on the wagon."
Yeah, let's just say the people that would have been riding on the wagon will be the ones sleeping on the wagon for right now.
So I guess me and
Yeah,
Dark.
let's
Of
get
course
the
you
cuddle
do.
buddies.
Where's get a little annoyed by the smell of the wagon. All those pheromones.
All right, so
That puts the 4 of us on the ground.
I need the 4 of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I am
But
re-rolling
none
that.
of them are. None of the
Constitution
mushrooms are
save.
touching them, and they haven't
Wow.
touched any of the mushrooms. It's just growing around them.
I
Wait,
need.
where's the save? Where's the?
It's in the box where it says saving throws, Constitution.
No, it's the one that you always click on accident.
Whereas I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well. Oh, look at these! All right, so
God.
everybody makes the save, but you guys turn, and DW is just like falls to his knees, and he just starts.
And if that's the case, then
I have
hold on.
resistance to poison.
This isn't poison. You like what you hear, like as these mushrooms get trampled, you hear this sound, and this pitiful screeching sound makes you like just it devastates your being. It makes you so sad and upset that you drop to your knees, and you're unconsolable.
So, like,
Why me?
it won't even work.
Those poor horse and donkey. I don't even know what happened to her. Why does this always happen?
Roll 1d20. DW. All right, so you're gonna be like this for the next 7 minutes,
Woohoo!
but you will have nightmares for the next days to come.
Good thing I don't sleep.
They're all going to be about that dwarven woman. That's just your nightmare.
Some of the group, like seeing you like weeping and crying on the ground, pull you up out of the mushrooms and into the wagon. You're just like still sobbing uncontrollably. As the night passes, you guys are huddled on top of the wagon. You just kind of hear like sobbing and crying from the distance, and coming from different directions, coming from the other 7 wagons, and then this one, you hear like the dragon cultists just like, Tiamat, Tiamat, save me, Tiamat, save me from this, and then whereas here's this like, it's like really somber crunching noise of a squirrel like kind of weeping in the ear of a gray-haired man.
So from the wagon, I'm just gonna do this. Since I'm assuming, so the cultists, they're all weeping, so they're not really noticing things. I'm gonna go ahead and stealthily, hopefully stealthily, set fire to their cart. And hopefully
Just
kill
know
some
that
of
I'm
them.
out of commission for 7 fucking minutes while you do this.
That's okay. Do I do stealth first and then produce flame?
Yeah. All right. So while they're distracted, you do a use flame. What's the range on that?
It's touch. Or you could
So-
throw it. You could throw it too.
I'm throwing it.
Well, what's the range on the
Stealthily.
throw?
30 feet, I think.
Yeah,
And I don't
30 feet.
think you're gonna hit it at 30 feet. It's like the circle.
Oops.
So each wagon is.
I thought they were close. They're right in
Well,
front
when
of
they
us.
circle around, they haven't been close. See, they've been on the opposite side of you because
Oh,
are annoying.
I thought they were close.
Yeah. So I want to say if you're like in the middle of this, you're
I'm getting the mushrooms, I guess.
yeah, you're
close to
gonna
them,
launch
and then the
like you're
mushrooms
gonna
are
launch a fucking fireball, and then these mushrooms explode into sending like the black cloud of spores into the air, and then like immediately you just start hearing like more and more. And,
Why?
you fucking cunt, you fucking dumb cunt, god, you fucking never see the fucking squirrel, god, yeah, the son of a bitch. Why didn't he ever see a squirrel? You foul. And you
And
just
then-
hear people screaming.
The dragon cults are screaming too.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody.
Uh-huh.
All right, but all of us are good except Daria King.
Yes.
Why me?
Let's get them, guys.
Do they have to keep
So-
saving, or do they have to, like, once they save once, they're good?
I mean, I'm gonna start rolling. But what's your objective here?
To kill them.
To kill the dragon cult?
Are you serious?
I kind of want to kill them all.
Why?
Who wants to come with me?
You haven't assessed any of their strengths yet.
They're all on the ground and they're all paralyzed.
No, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying you haven't assessed their strengths yet. So
think Ulan's been bored.
Before killing him, what's the purpose of
I look over to
sparring?
Rainer, ask him if he wants me to transform into a dinosaur and him to ride me into battle.
Oh, that's my
No,
weakness.
but seriously, why? No, I want to know why. Why do you want to murder them?
They're dragon cultists. They're
we
evil,
know they're evil.
dragon worshipping, and they're all paralyzed and on the ground. We could just go kill them all.
So you're not okay with us stealing from Dickhead, but you're fine with murdering people that are helpless on their backs?
Well, they're evil.
Are they?
We have
Yes.
plenty of information saying so. It's in the document.
Well, Rainer and Wulong did have the back knowledge, and they
And we fought multiple dragon cultists so far.
So we know they are evil, but we don't know as a team. We don't know if they're punishable by death, by murder.
If they revive Tiamat, they're gonna kill all of us.
There's that. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
If what legend says is true, once Tiamat coming out to the world, then all the dragons gonna bow down to her, and then there's nothing to stop her from basically just set everything on blaze.
Sorry, I didn't hear what Words was saying, Terry.
I was saying that it doesn't feel like it's in the nature of someone who's supposed to be good. It feels out of character, but you do you.
I mean, well, don't worry about that ruling for. I mean, like, I guess for always per se, but like, if that's what you want to do. I am, but I'm just saying, for 7 minutes, I am 100% out of this battle. I will not be able, like, the way that the rounds work, I will not be in this battle.
And if you don't play your character 2 within its alignment, there can actually be serious side effects. Critical Role, Pike was kind of veering off her character, and her holy symbol became cracked, and it could have had serious repercussions if it went further. So just giving you a heads up.
All right, you guys decide what you're gonna do. You're gonna attack the dragon cult.
Well, I asked Rainer if he wants to.
Ulan, I don't think that that's the wisest decision currently, because our main objective for this trip to Waterdeep is to gain information on them.
Yeah.
And we can use this time to investigate who is their leader in the caravan, the hooded caravan that we haven't seen yet. We can investigate what kind of cargo they've actually been moving without them knowing that we're up to that.
Why?
But if we end up killing them, yes, we can figure all that stuff out too, but we won't be able to like suss out any actual information that they have stored in their brain boxes if they're dead.
Not to mention, weren't we trying to figure out where they're going?
They're going to Waterdeep. We know that much.
Maybe we can take a few out.
Waterdeep's a massive city. Aren't we trying to find out where they're going within Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once they enter,
I get distracted by the
they
knife.
must have something.
The first time in like 6 hours, the accent comes back.
So I will not kill them, but investigate. I will vote not to kill. And
That's two. That's 2 for no killing.
Why am I so sad?
I turn and gag Darwa King so he can shut the fuck up about being sad. And then I give him a teddy bear. And some warm
Probably
milk.
sees it as a monstrous bear that's gonna eat him.
Teddy bear and some warm milk. And give him head pats and he'll be okay.
If I'm gagged, how can I drink the warm milk?
I don't care. We'll waterboard you with it.
The dragon board stands up. And why is he crying? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea, guys.
Why are you crying?
Why is he crying?
I asked
Someone kick him back into the fucking mushroom.
I inform our Dragonborn that that may not be the best idea. How about he hold him and coddle him like a little Dragonbornling?
No,
And
if
rock
anybody's
him.
gonna do any holding and coddling, it'll be that murderous bastard in me.
He's talking
But-
to you, Ulan.
Let's do it. Ulan, we're gonna go murder some people. What's happening? I got one vote for murder.
Worse, you're the last vote.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with the that wasn't our plan. As much as I'd like to kill, and as little as I care about these people, we need information. So, no, don't kill them. We'll kill them later.
Well,
So,
tough.
I
Doesn't seem
still
to
need
be
them for
killing,
information
so-
to find my friend Leosin. So
Darfarius pouts and he sits back down on the thing and then rests his head on the side. Fine.
I pull out from my satchel. I pull out a tankard of ale and hand it to Darfarius as a token of
Yeah, this will work.
Ale.
Thank you. By the way,
As a
seriously, if anybody
distraction.
kicks DW back into those bushes, I ain't gonna mind. All right, so with the group deciding that they are not going to murder the dragon cult, led by what last episode was their moral compass, we're gonna go ahead and cut it there for night. As they hurdle on, like, as they kind of like, I don't know, cuddle on top of this wagon, like this is like Kevin Bacon trying to avoid the graboids.
So real quick, are we? So we're just trying to like survive the night now from the mushrooms? Is that what's happening, or what?
Yeah, a little bit.
So after 7 minutes, do I like? Does it wear off from everybody?
Depending on how much they inhaled, it will wear off.
So after 7 minutes, like I return to normal.
Well, as normal as you're gonna be, like, there may be some consequences. Like, you're never really gonna want to eat mushrooms again, ever. You're gonna have some horrific nightmares for a little while,
If I sleep,
and yeah,
I don't really sleep though.
right.
Well, you can you sleep half the night.
I
Your
meditate.
meditation is only on the mushrooms now. Can't concentrate on anything else but the
Did we
mushrooms.
investigate their wagon before we end it?
So they're
I'm guessing we're gonna start like the next day, when we come back.
yeah. So if you want to make it over them, you're gonna risk going through the mushrooms.
You
That
said-
I burned. They're
Well, I mean,
burnt
I'm on a
mushrooms. They
horse.
aren't there anymore.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
they're
big
big
But
mushrooms.
when the horses trample the mushrooms, it releases the cloud. So
So
like
it's still over by them.
you're
Okay.
still gonna have to do a constitution saving throw.
So like essentially every round you would have to make a Constitution save every like movement
I
over
mean,
there.
can't I just hold my breath?
You're gonna have to make a constitution saving throw.
that is your yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay,
is your
fine.
breath.
No, I'm not gonna risk it. Then I don't want to have bad dreams.
Okay. Well then, nighty night, sweet prince.
Is that we're ending the stream now?
Yeah, seems like a good time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, up to
No.
everyone else. I can keep going.
I'm good. I'm good.
Let's do a
not
pause
want to
real
keep
quick. Let's
going.
just do another break, 10-minute break, and see what happens.
Okay.
All right, break scene. I'm supposed to put
So-
up the social scene real quick.
Alex, you want to go all the way to Waterdeep today?
We're not gonna make it all the way to Waterdeep. This will be multiple episodes to get to Waterdeep. I'm pretty sure.
DM, are we even halfway to the journey yet?
You are right here. You guys are almost at Red Large.
Oh, it's halfway.
Yeah, so you guys are about halfway.
It's a good place to call it.
Jerry, you might want to run that long rest command.
What do you? I already typed in though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, but it didn't show up on the chat for some reason.
Okay, then it's probably done.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
I think it's a good place.
Just saying, we got 8 people in the stream.
Yeah. I'm good to keep going for maybe
It's
another hour.
having some really, really long games. I mean, might want to call it before. 5 hours is a bit long.
It's only been 3 hours.
Technically,
saying
it's 4 hours.
and technically we started later too.
Yeah, so we haven't even gone for 3 hours yet.
We're only 2 hours and 20 minutes in.
Oh, Terry got the count.
2:45. I have the stream counter up.
I mean, like if worse, if you want to end it here, just say so, and that's that.
fine. We'll end it.
Yeah, I for one would suggest to end it here. Just
All
to
right,
say.
let's just end it here. Let's put the social screen up here, and I'll end it.
Okay,
See if this works.
Alex, can I make a request?
Ending the stream. Thanks everybody who's in stream.
Adios.
Yay! Adios.